Playing video games has taught me a lot. Final Fantasy basically did my English lit homework for me, put me on to gods, monsters, heroes, villains, and mythological references that I'd see pop up in stories throughout my entire high school and college run. Gran Turismo taught me legit racing lines, which helped me ace driver's ed my first try. Tekken taught me the real-life names of martial arts I would go on to study for decades. So gaming has always been more than just a time waster. It's a teacher, a weird one at that, potentially, shaped like a shallot with some slick striking. One that may even require you to murder God with a meteor, but
What?
And for those of y'all suffering from a serious groove deficiency, games have also been teaching rhythm for a long time. But today, your boy the Gamersician is digging into some lesser known, wildly creative indie games that use music and rhythm in ways that go way beyond press the button when the note says so. So follow me on a button tapping, head nodding, chilled out journey into the pocket with some truly amazing indies where music isn't just for the feel. It's the whole damn feeling. Lego. First up, we've got a pastel fever dream of a game, akin to if Lo-Fi Girl were actually Lo-Fi Boy, drenched in woozy, laid-back vibes, super wet reverb, and their Easter best. Melatonin. Released back on December 15, 2022, this game gave me heavy Ali Ali World vibes from the word go. If that little skateboarding game had a baby with Parappa, you'd probably get Melatonin. The color palette, the overall aesthetic, and definitely the music. I'm feeling like taking a nap just thinking about it. Sitting at a very positive score out of 4,462 English Steam reviews. You can play this one pretty much anywhere you play video games right now. No Xbox release though. Melatonin is a simple premise that relies less on scrolling text or buttons, more on feel. You drift off to the land of Nod on your couch and are transported to various fun, silly, often captivating little worlds. Whether you're having cheeseburgers flung at your face, squaring off with an incredibly buff version of yourself in a lifting competition, or playing a realistic rendition of Space Invaders, you'll be doing the same thing, timing button presses. You play a practice pass and then it's time to get active. Some levels require single hits while others require more complex use of the triggers. But what I dig about Melatonin is that the UI melts away after the practice phase and asks you to remember the button taps and patterns, with hints provided through haptics and on-screen aids. Some of these are easy to pick up and others, you'll really have to pay attention. Now, once you have enough stars, you can play the final level of that particular nap, which combines the prior levels into a very challenging soup of button taps and dream states that will challenge your memory and your timing. The music is largely attributed to Cade Makes Music and would almost all fit into the Lo-Fi to Work To playlist that Spotify loves to try to push on me at 8:13 a.m. on a Monday morning. Bouncy drum patterns, clean 808s, dreamy synths, and pads flirt with arpeggios dancing all over the damn place. And we can't forget the classic lo-fi move of adding crowd noise, phone sound effects, and other relevant noises to each stage. Standout tracks for me were Money, Meditation, Shopping, and Past. Now this game does tell you at the start of it that the timing is strict, and boy, they ain't lying. I originally tried to play using Bluetooth headphones on my Steam Deck, and I know it was a mistake because this did not work out well. Latency is always an issue with Bluetooth in games, especially rhythm games, but this game requires really strict timing. For such a mellow, chill game, it is rather demanding, so keep that in mind. Now, if you can get over that though, it's a very enjoyable few hours with a real style meets substance feel, and some tracks that will absolutely earworm you, which is good because you'll be messing up on more than one occasion. Trust that. Now, those without rhythm need not apply. But while a game like Melatonin can feel a little complicated to the novice, the next game we're here to talk about is deadly simple, almost autonomic, like the beat of a heart. Rhythm Doctor is a lot like Melatonin in many ways, but unlike it in some critical ones. Released officially on December 6th, 2025 across every console and PC, this one has an overwhelmingly positive rating on Steam with almost 8,000 English user reviews. That is love. Rhythm Doctor has such an interesting premise, and it gripped me immediately. You play as an unseen remote intern at a hospital providing an experimental medicine where you tap a single button to remotely defibrillate patients' hearts in perfect time. It sounds cheesy, but trust me, it's fantastic. And yes, this game is legit played with a single button. But what's even more remarkable than how little controller usage is required to play this game is just how impactful and affecting the stories are. Each patient needs your help dealing with some form of heartbreak. From a love-struck music producer to an insomniac samurai, you are not ready for how personal these stories will feel. And not only that, but the way the characters interact, encourage, and entangle with each other leads to some of the most powerful tales one might expect in a game strictly about tapping X on your gamepad. And while it is a simple game, I think it might be one of the most in tune, pun intended, with the concepts of rhythm and timing. It teaches counting, the difference between 8th, 16th, 32nd, and 64th notes, how to play a measure in double time, what syncopation is, how to lock your timing to a different instrument, and so much more. All while asking you to look past glitches, musical stutters, and other distractions that are there strictly to mess with you. I found myself just closing my eyes and tapping naturally. It feels so much like playing drum pads, and it lets the zen of the timing take over. And this music is just sublime. Composed largely by Fizzed and Celeste Whispers, with additional vocals, instruments, and production work by a variety of artists, the OST has a distinct feel I just fell in love with immediately. Whether it's the jazzy vibes of Lucky Break, replete with saxophone, syncopated drum passages, smooth synths, and beautiful bass lines. The gorgeous lo-fi production of lo-fi beats for patients to chill to that, well, is just brilliant, with some great side chaining that provides a satisfying pumping, genius horn samples, and a piano ricocheting off some spacious drums and bass. I mean, there are very few tracks on there not to love. The lyrical songs will also strike you right in your soul with emotionally evocative musings that will stick with you for a long time. This game is truly the evolution of rhythm games I've always wanted. It's somehow really sweet while also avoiding becoming too saccharine. The drama is real for the patients and hospital employees. Don't let the low fidelity pixel art fool you. This game really is so incredible. I cannot get enough of Rhythm Doctor. And if any of these games really do stick out to you, please let me know down in the comments. The game with the most love, I'll do an entire review and breakdown of the music next month. And don't forget to like and subscribe while you're at it if you found your next game to groove to. And consider becoming a channel member to really show some love. Now, while Rhythm Doctor is all about uplifting, inspiring, and the healing power of music, this next game is all about music wanting you, well, dead. Everhood is a great game to shift the energy of this video because it is all about danger, weirdness, and absolute chaos. Released in March of 2021 on Windows and the OG Switch, and in September of 2023 everywhere else, Everhood is an overwhelmingly positive rated game with over 8,000 reviews on the Steam store. And holy shit, this game is bizarre. I legit had to go check to make sure this wasn't a Toby Fox game I somehow got kicked in the head too many times and just forgot about. But nah, the Sly One did not make this game, but you could see how I would think that. Created by Chris Nordgren and Jordi Roca, they clearly were not afraid to lean as heavily as necessary into their inspirations. Surreal, intense, and unflinchingly odd, this game brings unique character vibes and an overall darkness that you really gotta be ready for. I mean, you play as a wooden doll that is searching for its missing, stolen arm, for God's sake. Lies of pump up the volume? It's my only joke for this one. Now, this game is unapologetic in its absurdity, and I love that. Playing out like the Undertale music RPG it clearly wants to be, if you hear those 3 words and it sounds interesting to you, I say this game probably is. Now, the main draw for me was the gameplay, and I did love the rhythm game aspect of it. Instead of trying to keep time, you will be reacting to waves of attacks coming from your enemies in various sound waves, stomps, and other manners of death delivery at a steady rhythm with the music. You simply have to move left, right, jump to avoid these, and while that sounds easy enough, get out of the flow and it will be game over faster than you can say, so what if a few people die? It's show business, baby. Now, when you get into the flow, though, there are very few games like Everhood. It feels like if Guitar Hero went fucking rogue and decided it was gonna really come at your neck. The musical inspiration and vibes of this game are as varied as its bizarre levels and characters. I mean, from the acid bass, bit crushed violence of You Want Gnomes, to the more Persona-esque vampires invading heaven, with soaring organ and rock guitar. There really is something for everyone on this particular soundtrack. I only spent a few hours with Everhood so far, but I am so intrigued to go back and finish this one up. Let me know if you want to see that one when I do wrap it up. Now, Everhood asks you just to react, but this next game lets you turn the guitar right back around at your enemy and hit back. Fretless, the Wrath of Riffson, is a game I've been meaning to talk about for a while now. This was one I received a code for back in August of 2025, and I really do appreciate Jeff Linvale, the founder of Ritual Studios, for sending me this one, because it really is a dope game. With an overwhelmingly positive score based on over 1,300 reviews, this is a real hidden gem I haven't seen many talking about. It feels like if Chrono Trigger, Hyper Light Drifter, and School of Rock got down and popped out a little rocker, and little buddy showed up inquiring about gain staging and if they really do need to mix to -6 dB. Depends on the song. Anyway, Fretless works because it's clearly a game made by a musician with the love of classic JRPGs at its core. In Fretless, you play as Rob, a friendly local musician tasked with wandering through the colorful landscape. The villainous Rick Riffson, owner of Super Metal Records, uses a battle of the bands to lure musicians into soul binding contracts. Avoid those 360 deals if you can, artists. As Rob, you travel through various musical biomes, fight off Riffson's thuggish, ruggish goons, weird instrument monster hybrids, and other oddball threats, all while building a musical arsenal full of riffs and gadgets. An RPG built around the tyrannical nature of the music industry is something that speaks super loudly to me. I love it. Now, the battle system is a blast, providing a timing-based give and go for attack and defense. Every move works perfectly in time with the music on screen as you tap, your way to more damage and, well, less damage. Alongside a unique, nearly card-like structure to your attacks, the game has a super enjoyable flow. Slay the liar, if you will. One per game. Now you upgrade your gear, find effects pedals to add additional skills and buffs, master various instruments, all with different music that accompanies them, and can get as deep into the nitty-gritty of a build-out as you can in real life. While there is no true leveling system, the way you build up your rig, gather and upgrade your riffs, and slap folks with the nasty Guitar Hero-inspired crescendos, this game is just a breezy blast to play. The musical score is largely acoustic guitar, brought to life by an artist named Dovetail and some very interesting guest artists. I was hooting and hollering when I saw this list. A veritable who's who of music YouTube legends. I mean, we got Andrew Huang, Davey504, and so many others who took part in this OST. So cool. And bro, the second I heard The Journey, I knew I was going to enjoy this super chill soundtrack. Combo of serene guitar licks and rhythms pairs up so nicely with mellow synth lines and an overall melancholic yet adventurous vibe. Small Town brings a sumptuous, descending arpeggiated synth that blends lovely with swelling pads and a glissando-fueled lead. Every phase is just so cool. Combat themes bring up much heavier vibe, and a favorite of mine was when I was fighting this little spider fella. Some slick metal work with pounding kicks, an industrial top end against thrashing guitar and bass give SMR Larry a really aggressive, pulse-pounding atmosphere. The story won't blow you away, and it's not some genre-bending opus, but if you want a lighthearted, chill, JRPG-esque experience with some fun musical ties, light rhythmic elements, and great musical references, fret not, fret less. Sometimes the enemy is the music industry. Actually, it's always the music industry. But sometimes it's also your sister that is in the music industry and not afraid to steal your man. Now, Waxheads was released on May 5th, 2026 and was provided to me via Renaissance PR on behalf of Padati Games. Appreciate y'all. Sitting at a very positive score based on 381 reviews on Steam, Waxhead is the least known game on this list, so if it interests you, make sure you go show some love. This game is also definitely an outlier of these in gameplay style, as there's no rhythm to be found in it at all. Unless you count the rhythm that is syncing up with the record store patrons, you'll be tasked with serving up fresh vinyl, hot off the presses. Waxheads is a cozy punk narrative sim, their words not mine, all about facilitating joy via records. Gameplay is dead simple. As people come into the store to chat with you, you learn about their taste, the taste of the person they're buying for, and really just their story. They drop hints about what types of product they like. You go out into the rows of wax and provide that shit straight to their heads. Now, if they like it, you get positive feedback from them. And if they don't, well, they'll let you know. This pattern repeats with little variety, but the best part of this game isn't the gameplay. Because while the game is a simple point-and-click affair, it's the story and getting to know the characters that truly elevates Waxheads. There's a through line of sisterly betrayal, neighborhood gentrification, AI disdain, the struggle of business ownership, love, loss, and so much more. Each character who comes into your store will probably be back, and sometimes with new folks in tow, complicating their own tale and teaching you more about the many patrons affected by repeater records. All while your coworkers bicker and fight, pundits write scathing reviews of artists you love or hate, and the collapse of physical media looms large. The value of physical media. What a prescient and topical discussion. Waxheads has a really fun art style, with one of the two developers being a lifelong artist. Murray Summerwolf drew the entire game, and creative programmer Rothy Tome handled all the gameplay elements. There are lots of Easter eggs and nods to real-life records, musicians, and pop culture, which I really appreciated. I chuckled at some of the little elbow nods you get all around you. The Daria and Powerpuff Girls references really got me. Now, the music in Waxhead slots in about right where you'd expect it. Lots of electronic guitar riffs slammed through distortion pedals, alongside smooth rhythm work and repetitive percussion elements. Tracks like Thoughts and All really exemplify this and are a standout for me. The main track you'll hear around the store, Time to Recommend, gives me that early indie vibe I remember with my scene homies from the early aughts. This would sit pretty comfortably in a movie like Juno. I think you get my drift. But not every song feels like the orange-drenched 2000s. Stick a Stick in My Eye feels more modern, with 808 hi-hat rolls, dramatic snares, and beautiful ambient vocals. Haunting. This song really hit, as it's got great writing and arrangement from the music all the way to the vocals. Not my typical music, but I dig it a lot. I will say my one beef with this game, and I can say it as a self-aware geriatric millennial myself, that some of the writing has that millennial cringe. I always get pissed off when Gen Z rags on us for it. But I get it too. Now, The love of band culture, grassroots music scenes, record collecting, and a strong art style give the game a distinct Scott Pilgrim type vibe that makes this really easy to recommend for those looking for a chill, cozy, laid-back time. Might be a little melodramatic for some, but I really enjoyed bopping around the store with wax heads. Gotta thank the dev for reaching out to me, showing me some love. But brother, the last game we gotta talk about is not about spreading love through music. It's all action. This one is music as violence. Dead as Disco. A flashy, stylish, action-heavy Arkham-like set to some bangers. Dead as Disco is still in early access, but is already getting a lot of eyes on it. Available via Steam and released May 5th, 2026, it is overwhelmingly positive on the Steam store, with over 6,000 reviews. Bro, this game gives me some straight-up Persona feels. The menu system, the vibrant, neon-colored palette, and the cheekiest fuck over-the-top pro tags and tags. This one feels like it's going somewhere special. Now, I've never played No More Heroes, but the main character is giving Travis touchdown. And I mean, his name is Charlie Disco. That's pretty sick. The main conceit of this game is simple. What if you had Arkham and Spider-Man style combat systems played out in timing? You'll punch, dodge, counter, and roundhouse kick to the beat, stomping waves of enemies, bosses, and avoiding environmental hazards, all the while leveling up your character, choosing new combat styles, and learning more about the abrupt death of our poor boy Charlie and the dirty music industry that caused it. Any game that dives between legit bars about the devil not wanting everyone's soul because they lack into creating fighting styles called Beat Kundo, the hilariously over-the-top rap-fueled fight scenes has my vote for dopest shit out. Now, talking about this game's music is tough because, bro, it is eclectic. Depending on the boss you're up against, you'll hear punk rock to rap to K-pop to screamo to metal. Some songs are licensed, some are uniquely made for the game, and the devs are very kind to let you choose not to use licensed songs in case you're streaming. You can also drop in any song you want to play, which is a feature I have not tried but can't wait to. I mean, who doesn't want to see me beat some ass to Too Strong? Feels like the perfect track for such an occasion. This game does have some bugs, it feels rough around the edges, and could definitely use more variety in the enemy types. Plus, the boss fights are by far the star of the show, at least at this point. But it is an early access game, after all. What's here so far has so much frenetic and fun energy with a certain swagger and feeling that makes it a total blast to play. Along with creating your own levels with your own music, the possibilities are literally endless. Disco might be dead, but this game low-key could resurrect it. Check it out if you're looking for some ass-kicking groovy shit. Now, all these games approach music as a gaming element quite differently. From the expected rhythm games where button tapping is the primary method of interfacing, to music as combat, to music as community. They really have something for everybody. Most of these are super slept on, so hopefully I brought something new to your doorstep. And if I did, consider becoming a channel member. I would love to do more with memberships, but we just don't have that many. I'm one dude who does all of this, and I don't even run mid-roll ads. I do this for the love, so if you love what I do, consider sending some of it back. Goes a long way to tell me that you rock with the Gamersician. Also, go check out my merch store, from desk pads to t-shirts to stickers to my own music. I do all of that. This also really lets me know that you want more of that content. Or, you can just subscribe, click the bell, the like button, and comment your favorite music indie game. I'm always looking for new bangers, so keep your boy in the loop. And if you're working on a game of your own, for sure let me know. I'd love the support. As always, like if you like, subscribe if you love, and I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you learn to keep that tempo going, all right? 2s and 4s, please. That 1s and 3s shit. That's how we get down, all right? Peace.